How often is it that you run across an inexpensive product that kind of changes your life? Not very often, right? Okay, well maybe this one didn't change my life, but it did make life a lot easier and a lot neater. And I'm going to show you. Okay, I tend to have a lot of works in progress. I don't know about you, but yeah, I start a lot of projects and then don't finish them sometimes ever. And I'm okay with that. I'm good. You know, I'm all about the process, not the end result. Sometimes I have an end result in mind and I really want to get there, but other times I just like the journey. So because of that, I tend to build up piles and piles of works in progress. And in the past, I've put them in boxes or containers or whatever to, you know, kind of keep them all together and accessible. But I've recently come across these little envelopes that I'm loving even better than the other containers that I've tried. They don't take up much space. They hold pretty much everything that I need them to hold, and they're super cheap, like $1 a piece. I'll put a link down below where I got them at Amazon. There's several different brands and sellers that you can buy them from, but I think I paid, well, I know I paid less than $10 for 10 envelopes, and with my Prime deal, you know, shipping was free. So that was pretty good. And they're probably gonna last, you know, about like a dollar store, one of those plastic folios would. It's not gonna last forever. It's $1. But if it falls apart, you just, you know, get another one. Surely it'll last long enough to get your $1's worth out of it, right? So this is the little box I put them in when I bought them. I got 10 and then like instantly filled them all up. So I ordered 10 more. And I'll show you what they are. They're just these plastic envelopes, but they have a zipper top. This is what I like about them. This is, to me, what makes them better than like the dollar store fold-over envelope deals. You know, they're nice and soft and expandable, so I can stuff them full, but they've got the zipper top. So stuff isn't going to fall out because I put a lot of little things in here because they're things that I'm collecting for my works in progress, right? So they measure about almost 13 inches across by almost 9 inches tall. So about 9 by 13. And I find that this is perfect for what I need. You know, I don't do a lot in 12 by 12. I have a lot of 12 by 12 papers and stuff, but I usually cut them down. Most of the time, 8.5 by 11-ish. Maximum probably 9 by 12. So this is perfect. I think all of these have fit everything I needed to put in them perfectly except for one. And I'll show you that one. The papers I put in were just a little bit too tall and it won't zip. But other than that, they're all perfect. So 9 by 13-ish, zip top, and these have just made it so much easier to put all of my works in progress in them and then put them in a box, or you can put them on a shelf or pile them on your desk, whatever, to keep everything together. I even labeled them because it's what I do. And I'm loving them. I can just keep my stuff in here indefinitely, and it's going to be easy to, you know, if I need something out of it or if I want to work on it, to go to it and easily find what I need. So you probably want to see what's inside these, right? All right, let me change camera angles and I will show you the insides of my works in progress envelopes. Alrighty, here are some of the things I'm working on right now. This is the circle book that I'm doing for my Facebook group. We all like circles. So I pulled out a circle book that I made years ago and decided I wanted to make another one or something similar to this. It's made out of tin can lids and then just some other circular stuff and metal embellishments and things. So I started just collecting round things and putting them in here, things that I think I might want to use. So that's what that is. And crusty tapes and stencils. These are some of the leftover pieces from the video I did using the stencils from A Colorful Life Designs. And, you know, of course, I made like 9 million of them, so I've got tons of stencils, that doesn't go there, and scraps left over. Even though I have used some, I made a couple of books and gave away using some of these stencils, but I've still got a whole bunch more. So I put these in here so I could find them easily and remember to use them. This is my vinyl tiles. I have a couple of videos on these, and I make them to give away in my Etsy shop, kind of my gift with purchase thing. So this is full of some pieces of vinyl that have already been cut up. Some of them have already been decorated. And then the little things that I like to collage on top. And then some background painted papers are in here. So I've got it all here together. When I'm ready to make some more, I can just pull this out and start working on them. This is my Creativation junk journal that I've also got a video on, and it is the journal itself plus some of the things that I have pulled out to use in the journal. Don't quite know how I'm going to use them, but I know that I want to use them. So they're in there, and then some extra junk mail collage-y things to put in there. My magazine journal is the one where I take the magazine images and kind of rearrange them into new and different images, you know, like so. And I've got a bunch of magazine cutouts and things that I'm collecting for this in here, so it's all nice and together. My Coptic Stitch books, yeah, I've got stuff that y'all haven't seen. Because, you know all those times when I'm not making videos and it might feel like I'm not doing anything? Oh no, no. I'm doing stuff pretty much all day, every day. And I've got some ideas for a couple different kinds of Coptic Stitch books, which I have right here. Ooh, that reminds me, I've got a couple that I need to put in here while I've got this out and open. Let me grab those. Okay, this one I made years ago with just some scrapbook paper and I think just, yeah, text weight colored paper inside. And then these two I made the other day, just junk journals that I was playing with. And the pages of both of these are from, you know, what do you call it? My mind has gone blank. Uppercase magazine. So I thought it might be cool to make some like this with pages of like Uppercase or Flow or other magazines that not everybody gets. And then either I can put these in my Etsy shop or give them away or something. I don't know. But that's kind of my thinking here. So I'm just going to shove these in here if they'll fit, so that I can continue that line of thinking at a later date when I feel like it. Look how nice and fat you can stuff these. See, that's one thing that you're kind of limited with on those hard plastic folios like you get at the dollar store, because they don't expand like these do. Okay. Next up, oh, there's another thing I don't think you've seen, vinyl junk journals, which I'm also thinking either giveaways or Etsy shop. But they are just little junk journals made out of unfused vinyl, just, you know, thin sheets, just a simple staple bound, because, you know, easy to produce, also easy to pull the staples out if you want to heavily decorate your pages, you know, unbind it, do your decorating, and then rebind it. I like that, having that option. But they just have different miscellaneous junk journal type pages in them. So I'm not sure where I'm going to go with these, if anywhere, but I sure made an awful lot of them. And, you know, the process of trying to decide. Oh, and I do have this one. Okay, while I was thinking, all right, do I really want to do this? I don't know. How, you know, what would I do with them? What could other people do with them? So I put one together. This is one of these little junk journals that I painted some of the pages, actually just kind of slapped paint on, and then did the white paint on wax paper and smushed it, you know. And then just started putting, I'd say probably 95% of this is from Happy Mail. A little bit of it is like, that's probably a napkin from my stash, and this was a label from my stash, but all the rest of this is Happy Mail. Did just a little bit of stenciling here and there, but mostly just painty backgrounds, and then small bits that I've received in Happy Mail. So you may recognize some of this if you've sent Happy Mail, and I'm not even going to try to say, oh, so-and-so sent this and so-and-so sent that, because I'm not going to remember, and if I do remember, it may not be that I remembered correctly. So I'm not even going to try. But it sure was fun to just come up with different ways to put some of these small Happy Mail bits in here. You know, some just got glued down, and then others I just you know, tried to do something fun with. This was a piece of Happy Mail. I made an envelope out of it, or a little pocket out of it, and then put other Happy Mail tags inside it. So yeah, I think these little books could probably be a thing, because that's just, you know, it's just like the size of your hand. It's super small, easy to work with. Some people find small really easy to work with, and others it's really hard for them to go small. You know, just kind of depends. But anyway, that's just another idea I'm chewing on. And what else? I've got resin. This is something else that I'm fixing to do quite a bit with, because I've just decided I wanted to get some resin back out and start playing with it. So those two don't count. I got some, oh, I really shouldn't have stacked those on top of there like that, because it left a mark. Got some resin tiles that I played with, just chipboard tiles with the sticker paper on top that had been stamped, and then I just put resin over it. And this one I had, you know, one of the flowers that I punched out. And then this is a piece of my fused vinyl, and I just wanted to see if I could resin on it, and you can. And this is, I believe this is ice resin, which, you know, dries hard, sets up good, but on the vinyl, which is flexible, the resin stays flexible without cracking. So that was a good test for both the vinyl and the ice resin. But I've got some different resin on the way that I'm going to play with, and then maybe show y'all some fun stuff to do with resin. So got that little bag started. Painted vinyl. I occasionally just put paint on fused vinyl just cause. And some of these you've seen, it's leftovers from other things. Some you haven't seen. Some I've painted directly on, and those I think have stickers, I'm not sure. And then I've doodled on a few, so I just needed a place to keep painted vinyl when I can add to it and pull from it. And then my last one is another idea. I'm working on some different styles of paint chip books. And this is the one that wouldn't zip, because I think some of these are exactly 9 inches across, or maybe a little bit more because they're nested into each other. So they didn't all fit. See, I've kind of got them arranged in the book form that I want them. So, yeah, that's what these are, and I want to do something fun with these. I'm not quite sure what, but I know I want to do something, so they need to be in a little pouch so that I can keep up with them and remember them. So that is it. I just wanted to show y'all this option for keeping up with your works in progress. I'm loving it so far. And I'll put the link down in the video description to Amazon, where you can pick these up if you want to give them a shot. And that is all I have for today. The end.